Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. For this video, I want to talk about importing your eBay items to Bonanza.com. I've done a couple of Bonanza videos in the past, so I just want to show you guys how you can utilize this site a little better. And although I wouldn't expect a ton of sales from it, it's something that's really easy to do, so it's worth your time to give it a shot and see how it works out for you. The importing tool itself is really easy to use. I'll show you guys, do a screen capture to show you guys how to do that here in a second. But there's some nuances and some things that you'll want to be aware of with it also. So we'll talk about that after I show you how to use it. So let's go to that. Alright guys, we are at Bonanza. I'm at my booth page, and on the top of every Bonanza page there's this bar up here. Under the Sell on Bonanza, there is a link that says Import from eBay, so go ahead and click on that. And this link here you can click on that just gives you some more information about the importing tool. As you can see, it already has my eBay account right here under Verified eBay Account. If yours isn't already there, there's going to be a green button right here. And if you've ever had any kind of app on eBay, you've seen this before, where you click on it, it brings you to eBay, and eBay basically asks you to give this person or this company permission to access your eBay stuff, I guess. So go ahead and do that so they can import all your listings. I don't really do auctions, so we don't need that. If you mouse over any of this stuff over here, it kind of explains what the different buttons mean. For me, I do 30-day fixed price, and I want it to remove sold items. If you're doing this the very first time, obviously there's not going to be any sold items to remove, but what it does is, let's say I've imported before and I have 300 items in my Bonanza store or booth, and those same 300 items are also on eBay, and maybe I sell 20 of them on eBay. You can run this import tool again, and it will remove the sold listings. The last thing here is to discount your items. They say that their fees are less than eBay's, so they will automatically discount your items by the price difference. We don't want to do that as far as I'm concerned. So then you'll just hit the Import Items button, and it will bring you to this screen here, and it shows at the top how many items you have and how many items you have for sale. This takes a little while depending on how many items you have in your eBay store or on your eBay account. So they email you when it's all done. It can take, I think mine took about an hour for 300 or so items at the time when I did it. Also, when you get to this screen, when it's all done, and this is just, if you go to My Bonanza, My Booth, this is the screen right here. So when you get to this, all these green dots here will be faded. They'll be like a very light gray, and they're here, but they're not live yet. They're not visible to the public yet. And I would go through these and hit the edit button, open it up in a new tab here, and it'll copy the title, it'll copy your pictures, it'll copy all the category stuff and your description, it'll copy the shipping. It does all that for you. It copies the price, so it does pretty good. Some, the special things, maybe if you use subtitles and different things on eBay, some of those things won't transfer. But I did notice when I had items that were using calculated shipping, it did carry over the weights of the items and the dimensions of the items. But when you go to calculated shipping, let's say that's 3 pounds. Down here, it has all the boxes, and you check which box, what type of mail you're going to be using for this. And even if I had like priority mail on eBay, when I came here, it wouldn't show priority mail. None of these boxes would be checked. So for calculated shipping, you might have to go in and check the boxes of however you're shipping that item. But as most of you guys, or a lot of you guys, are selling clothes, I'd recommend doing free shipping for that anyway, so it shouldn't be much of a deal for you. So once you're done checking all your items and you want them to actually be live, you want buyers to be able to see those items, you will just click the update button right here, and then everything will show up. Now there are a few in particulars I want to talk about, so let's get out of this screen capture and we'll do that. Okay, so that's how you use the import tool. It's really simple, but a couple of things I want you to pay attention to and just some things to know about if you're going to use this. I've done the import thing several times now over the last maybe month or so, and it doesn't always remove sold items. Like sometimes it has a tendency to just miss them for whatever reason. But if all you're putting on Bonanza is your eBay listings, then your listing count should always be the exact same. So at least it'll tell you, you know, if you have the right amount of things on Bonanza or if it missed something. From there, it may be kind of a headache to figure out what listing it didn't update. But like today, I did it twice. I did the import to Bonanza twice. And the first time it missed a few. I think it was like 5. And I did it a second time, and it removed those 5. So I'm not sure what happened the first time, but just be aware of that. Double check those things. If you do run into a situation where Bonanza has things for sale, and they've already been sold on eBay, and then someone ends up buying it on Bonanza, you can just give them a refund like you would on eBay or whatever. Just tell them, sorry, the item was already sold. I really wouldn't worry about negative feedback and such so much on Bonanza, because it's going to... Even if you use it, it's going to be a very small part of your resale business. No matter what, I don't see it being a huge chunk of your business, so don't worry about it. Also, like I said, I use 30-day fixed price listings, and I was worried that when those 30-day listings would end, and then I would re-import again, that it wouldn't recognize that it's the same item, because it's going to have a different item number, and I didn't want to have twice as many listings. You know, I didn't want everything duplicated. So what I did was, after my 30-day listing items ended, like let's say 100 of my 300 listings ended, I tried the import tool again to see if it would remove the unsold listings just because they weren't available anymore. And it didn't do that. It didn't remove any of them. They were all still there. So then I relisted on eBay, or I used Sell Similar. I didn't relist because I always use Sell Similar, but anyways. I used the Sell Similar button, and I put all those items back on eBay. I ran the import tool again today on Bonanza, and it didn't duplicate anything. So, as long as you don't change anything on the eBay listing, it seems like Bonanza will recognize it as being the same item, and you won't have to worry about that. So, that's how you use the importer. Those are the few things I just wanted you to be aware of. I think Bonanza could be a good tool just to add to your repertoire. And, you know, people complain about getting kicked off eBay, getting kicked off Amazon. So you always want to have those other avenues in your back pocket in case something happens. So make sure to like this video. If you're not already a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. And if you are interested in Bonanza, make sure to look at my other videos because I do have other Bonanza videos. So thanks, guys.